Welcome to the spoken tutorial on LibreOffice Writer, Printing and Viewing Documents. In this tutorial, we will learn the following: viewing documents, printing documents. Here we are using Ubuntu Linux 10.04 as our operating system and LibreOffice Suite version 3.3.4. So let us start our tutorial by learning about the various viewing options in LibreOffice Writer. There are basically two widely used viewing options in Writer. They are print layout and web layout. The print layout option displays how the document will look when printed. The web layout option displays the document as seen in a web browser. This is useful when you want to create HTML documents as well as when you want to view the document in full screen mode for editing them. To access the print layout option, click on the View option and then click on the Print Layout option. In order to access the Web Layout option, click on the View option in the menu bar and then click on the Web Layout option. Apart from both these options, one can also view the document in full screen mode. Click on the View option in the menu bar and then click on the Full Screen option. The full screen mode is useful for editing the documents as well as for projecting them on a projector. In order to exit the full screen mode, press the Escape key on the keyboard. We see that the document exits the full screen mode. Now let us click on the Print Layout option in View menu. Before proceeding further, let us add a new page to our document by clicking Insert, Manual Break and choosing the Page Break option. Then click on OK. We will learn about this in more detail in another tutorial. Another option for viewing the document is called Zoom. Click on the View option in the menu bar and then click on Zoom. You see that a Zoom and View Layout dialog box appears in front of us. It has headings namely Zoom Factor and View Layout. The zoom factor sets the zoom factor to display the current document and all documents of the same type that you open thereafter. It has useful options which we will discuss one by one. On clicking the optimal option, you get the most favorable view of the document. The Fit Width and Height view fits the document across the entire width and height of the page. Thereby, it displays one page at a time. It makes the viewing and editing of multiple pages of a document much easier. Next option is Fit to Width. This fits the page to its width. 100% view will display the page in its actual size. Next, we have the most important viewing option called the variable. In the variable field, you can enter the zoom factor at which you want to display the document. For example, we enter the value as 75% in the variable field and then click on the OK button. Likewise, you can change the zoom factor according to your need and convenience for viewing and editing the documents. Another feature in the dialog box is the View Layout. The View Layout option is for text documents. It is used to reduce the zoom factor to see the effects of the different view layout settings in the document. It has options like automatic and single page for displaying pages side by side and beneath each other respectively. For example, if we select the Fit Width and Height option under Zoom Factor, then click on the Single Page option under the View Layout option, and finally click on the OK button, we see that the pages are displayed one below the other. Now, click on the Automatic option and then click on the OK button. You see that the pages are displayed in side-by-side manner. The three controls on the Writer's status bar also allow to change the zoom and view layout of our document. The view layout icons from left to right are as follows: single column mode, view mode with pages side by side, and book mode with 2 pages as in an open book. We can also drag the zoom slider to the right to zoom into a page or to the left to show more pages. Before learning about printing in LibreOffice Writer, let us learn something about page preview. Click on File and click on Page Preview. The page preview bar appears when you view the current document in the page preview mode. It basically shows how your document will look like when it is printed. You can see the preview of our resume.odt file. There are various control options in the toolbar of the preview page. There are options to zoom in, zoom out, next page, previous page, and print. After learning how to view documents in LibreOffice Writer as well as page preview, we will now learn how a printer functions in LibreOffice Writer. A printer, in simple words, is an output device used to print a document. We will now see how to access the various options of print. Click on the Tools in the menu bar and then click on Options. Click on the arrow besides LibreOffice Writer and finally click on Print. A dialog box appears on the screen giving you options to select from. So we keep the default settings and then click on the OK button. Now to directly print the entire document, click on the Print File Directly icon in the toolbar. This is known as quick printing. You can have more control over printing any document by accessing the Print option and changing the default settings. Click on the File menu in the menu bar and then click on Print. The Print dialog box appears on the screen. Here we select the Generic Printer option in General tab. The All Pages option is for printing all the pages of the document. If you want to print a range of pages, you can select the Pages option and enter the range in the field. For example, we will type 1 to 3 here. This will print the first 3 pages of the document. If you want to print multiple copies of the document, then enter the value in the Number of Copies field. Let us enter the value 2 in the field. Now, let us click on the Options tab in the dialog box. A list of options appears on the screen from where you can select and print in the document. We see a checkbox, namely Print in Reverse Page Order. This option makes it easier to collect large outputs, so click on the checkbox against it. Now, click on the Print button. You can also take the printout of your PDF document. We have already seen how to convert a .odt document to a .pdf file. Since we have already saved the PDF file on the desktop, we will double-click on the PDF file. Now, click on the File option and then click on Print. Let us keep the default settings and then click on Print Preview button. You see that the preview of the file on the screen. Now, click on the Print This Document icon in the preview page in order to print it. This brings us to the end of the spoken tutorial on LibreOffice Writer. To summarize, we learnt about viewing documents, printing documents. Comprehensive assignment. Write the text, "This is LibreOffice Writer" in Writer. Use the full screen option to get a full screen view of the document. Use the zoom option to have an optimal as well as variable view of the document. Set the variable value as 50% and then view the document. Have a page preview of the document and print 2 copies of the document with borders on the page. Watch the video available at the following link. It summarizes the spoken tutorial project. If you do not have good bandwidth, you can download and watch it. The Spoken Tutorial Project team conducts workshops using spoken tutorials, gives certificates for those who pass an online test. For more details, please write to contact@spoken-tutorial.org. Spoken Tutorial Project is a part of the Talk to a Teacher project. It is supported by the National Mission on Education through ICT MHRD, Government of India. More information on this mission is available at spoken-tutorial.org/nmeict-intro. This tutorial has been contributed by Desi Crew Solutions Private Limited. Thanks for joining.